So good to see you again. As you can tell, I'm wearing a Tate Landon shirt in honor of the amazing American Horror Story Season 6 opening. If you've not seen it and you love American Horror Story, you will love that movie. That show. Let me tell you, it's got me on the edge of my seat and I can't wait for next week. So, as I promised, today I will be doing a review. And I will be doing a review of the horror indie movie It Follows. So, let's get started. I've seen a lot of movies in my time of being a movie watcher, and there have been quite a few movies that I've really anticipated seeing, and they've disappointed me. But nothing has disappointed me more than It Follows. I absolutely hated that movie. With every inch of my body, I hated that movie. And I will go into a little bit of detail why. But first, I want to explain to you I find a category of scary movies. There's the bad scary movies because they were good for their time period, but then their time period was really old. I don't mind those because they were good at the time that they were made. There's also the funny bad movies, like Sharknado and Sharktopus and all those different sci-fi movies, and I enjoy those. Those crack me up. But It Follows was in the I cannot stand to ever watch that movie again category. Sorry, that's my dogs. Anyway, so it's about a girl named Jay, and she goes out on a date with this guy, and they ended up sleeping together. Well, then he knocks her out, and she wakes up tied to a wheelchair in just her bra and her underwear. And she's asking, what's going on? And he says, something is going to start following you. It could be someone you know or a stranger in the crowd, but they will follow you. And that's basically all he tells her. That's when the movie got boring. They had no character development with Jay or any of the other characters. They had a ton and tons and tons of nudity, which I do not like. I am not for nudity. I regret watching that just because of all the nudity that I saw in that movie. There was unnecessary nudity where like the guy was standing on the roof. There's no reason he had to be naked. There was no reason at all to have that in the film. But then she gets this ghost following her because it's a sexually transmitted ghost, which is when I first saw It Follows, I didn't realize that that's what that meant. I thought he had put some kind of curse on her. I hadn't realized that they were having sex to be able to have this thing start following her. So it's basically an STD ghost, and that's really weird. I cannot believe how weird that is, and so that's part of the reason that I kind of lost interest. Then the jump scares were pathetic. I'm a girl who likes a good jump scare once in a while, but this was just, oh my gosh, the jump scares were stupid. I mean, there was one, and it kind of made me jump a little bit, but that was like at the very beginning of the movie, and nothing happened after there. The other thing I don't like is there was really no plot. Like the plot made no sense. Like even when he explained to her, that if she dies, the curse goes back and back to the person who gave it to them and stuff like that. Why? They didn't explain what was going on or why it was going on or anything, and I honestly did not see the whole movie because I fell asleep. I wasn't even tired when we started the movie. It literally bored me to go to sleep. I I hated it. I absolutely hated that movie. So I'm afraid I'm gonna have to only give it a half a star because I have seen The Room and that one's worse. But it's a close second in the worst movies that I've ever seen. I highly recommend you do not watch this, especially because of the nudity, the off coloredness, and the fact that you will want your 2 hours back for sure. Alright, thank you again for watching these videos. I will have a next one up next Friday, so I hope to see you then. Bye! I love you all.